Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. It's Friday down here in my world, and I thought I would just finish up the week with kind of a random hodgepodge of various subjects because I couldn't really exactly decide on one thing I wanted to talk about today. So we're going to cover a few different things about the raw vegan lifestyle and some of my thinking on the raw vegan lifestyle. Videos are very similar. I do them every day. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come back and watch more. Hit the subscribe button, click on the little bell, and check send notifications. Getting that out of the way early today. Raw vegan. People are always constantly asking me questions about what I do, how I do it, details, this and that. I've got a playlist on here, and probably some that I've forgotten to put on the playlist of you can just always search my channel outside the playlist, what I eat in a day and what I ate today videos. And that basically gives you in a nutshell, because I do enough of them and I do them under different circumstances to where, if you just see one what I eat in a day video, it might be like, okay, well, he might not necessarily eat this exact way every single day. And I don't eat the exact same way every day, but there's enough variety in them that you can kind of get an idea of how I approach this lifestyle. And Instagram, the reason I had that, some of it is kind of connected. It's not just a total hodgepodge. Because number one, I do the videos what I eat in a day, but also too is like Instagram is my place that's pretty much in real time. I post on Instagram every day, and I do the Instagram stories over there. I just people have started. It's funny. I went and checked Snapchat the other day, and people have continued to kind of add me on there, but I just was kind of late to the show there. And I got into Snapchat not too long before Instagram switched over to being able to do Instagram stories. So I'm sorry, Instagram's the big boy in the thing. So I just didn't see, since I've built a bit of a following on Instagram and I don't have that much on Snapchat, I just didn't see the point of doing both. But on my Instagram account, you can see a lot of what I'm eating on a daily basis, because usually I'll post most days of what I post is something that I've eaten that day or I'm preparing that day. But the Insta stories, they're on the fly, so I'm showing a lot of what I eat. I don't do, I may not all day, every day do everything I eat, but if you want to see more of what I'm doing and not without watching all the what I eat in a day videos, but those are valuable too. But anyway, just another place to check that out if you want to follow me over on Instagram to see what I'm doing. And I would advise doing that for other people, because I follow a number of people that kind of have that. There's two ways of doing Instagram, and I do the one too. You get all artsy fartsy and try to pose your food and what have you, and take better photos. And it is about taking better photos. I've picked that up. I mean, people like decent photos, It's not like I'm a professional photographer, but I know a little bit about the lighting behind it, and I've just started playing, so, but what I was going to say is there's the people that do more for the artsy kind of, just kind of a concept type thing, but then there's the ones over there that, they're showing what they eat, and it's kind of a tool in that capacity to get. It's just a good place to watch a bunch of different people and see the different approaches to what's going on. And I have a wide variety of people I watch over on Instagram. And I'm the same over there, Raw Tropical Living on Instagram. And what else? Oh, about the part about a peaceful mind. And this is where I'm just going to give a little opinion today. Ever since I started this lifestyle, in June will be 5 years, I've watched how people handle themselves. I've watched how their state of mind is, and I don't pay much attention to people that don't have a peaceful mind, because, like I've mentioned many times before, and I'm not saying everybody's situation or everybody's story is going to be the same, but I mean, switching to a plant-based lifestyle and being very clean from eating, a low-fat, high-carb, raw vegan lifestyle, it just mellowed me out. It's not like I didn't lose my fire. I still can get angry, and if you step, I will take care of myself. Better believe it. But it just took a lot of the superficial anger and snarkiness and just generally being a shitty person away. I see so many people out there that, and they're they're so into their raw thing, but they're just some nasty people, and I just don't like their process. They don't resonate with me, and I don't tend to trust them and what they're eating, because I just don't believe if you're eating, if you're doing this lifestyle the right way, according to my opinion, you're going to have all that anger, and you're going to have all that just rage inside of you. One thing, I'll go back to the what I eat in a day videos too, or just the concept of what I eat in a day too, is why I eat it. Why do I eat like I eat? It's very, very simple, and it's not going to change. I mean, I do appreciate from time to time, whether it's in comments on videos or in other places, I get people that'll tell me, well, you should do this, or why don't you try this, or why don't you blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to try, do, move, change anything while it seems to be working. Now, hey, the wheels might fall off the bus at any day now, but as long as, this is kind of an intuitive thing for me, and I'm just like, you remember the game you played as a kid? Somebody was blindfolded and they would be searching for something, and you would say warmer, warmer, colder, colder. Well, see, I kind of feel like my path is I'm continually honing things, and I'm moving in a direction where it's a mixture of the things I've learned, the education I've soaked up since I've been doing this lifestyle, and an intuition. But I always feel like I'm moving in a place of going warmer, 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 closer to the optimal for me. And just to be quite honest, like I say, there's no way just on somebody else's recommendation, or somebody telling me this is right or wrong, from a cerebral understanding, I'm not going to change what I do when I feel what I do. Now, like I say, not saying my path is the only way, not saying I've found the right way. And once again, it could all change. 6 months from now, something's not working, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm missing out on this, or I'm doing this, and then I have to adjust. But right now, it's kind of the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I hear all the little things thrown around out there. Oh, you can't do this. You're going to feel like this if you do this, blah, 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 blah. I block all that shit out. I'm an individual. I don't tend to trust the people that are always so upset, or always so invested in telling other people how they should do the lifestyle. We all have our opinions, and it's okay to think that your opinion is right, but it kind of goes back to that anger stuff. When people are so invested and argue every day about, like, no, you got to do it this, you don't eat this, and this is this, all within the raw. We'll keep it all within the raw. I'm just like, I'm just not interested in that. I mean, seriously, how is their life enhanced if I change how I eat? Once again, let's go back to what I've talked about in a number of videos. That's ego. That's, I want to impose my will over you. Look at me, I know more than you. Look at me, I'm smarter than you. Look at me, I have the skills to bend someone to my will. See, if you've ever picked this up, I try to put the best information, and I try to share as much stuff out there, but in the end, and I don't know, maybe this is something I should work on in myself, but I don't care how you eat. I really don't. I'll put the best stuff out there that I can. I'll share whatever I can, but I really don't care how you eat. I like when people are vegan, because, then animals aren't dying. The planet's probably a better place. But beyond that, I don't care. I'm not invested in how you eat. What you eat doesn't affect my body. I say that all the time. No matter what you eat today, no matter how good, no matter how bad, if you're eating the best of the best or the worst of the worst, it's not affecting me, and I just can't let my whole psyche get so excited about trying to preach the word, preach the exact way to do this thing. And I always just question people's motives when they're like that all the time. And it's been a turnoff to me from day one. Figure out, like I'm always saying, you got to figure out this to a large extent. You got to figure out this on your own. Now, there's a lot of resources out there, but you got to pour through them, and you got to use common sense, and you've got to use your filters to filter out what is nonsense, what is just blowing smoke, and what is good, solid information. And like I said in that video, was it yesterday or the day before, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just because you don't agree with the person's overall philosophy or everything they say, they still might have some information that is beneficial to you. So anyhow, I'll wrap up this end of the week just kind of rambling hodgepodge video, and hope you guys got something out of this one and liked it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Hope you have some fun plans this weekend. I'm talking to people in the South from my part of the country in the States, and they're just not having a winter there. So I guess if you're in an area that's not having much winter, get outside and start enjoying a little bit. It's almost, some people are having spring-like weather, but hope you guys have a great weekend and hope you're having a great day. Love you all. Peace.